1.5 Tests of divisibility. This is also a revision from old subject. We are going to understand the nature of divisibility among numbers. That is, in a way, we can find divisors easily without doing complete division. We don't have to do the complete division to find whether it is divisible by 10. That is, for example, if you take this, numbers ending with 0 are not divisible by 10. Oops, they are divisible by 10. So numbers whichever end with 0 are divisible by 10. For example, 20, it ends with 0. It is divisible by 10. That is, divisible by 10 means it leaves no remainder, right? So likewise, we can, without doing the arithmetic, we can say whether that number is divisible or not. For example, the numbers 10, 20, 50, 580, 2700, etc. end with 0. If you see that, okay? So they are exactly divisible by 10. Very easy. You have to knock off the 0 when you are dividing it by 10. 50 divided by 10 is 5. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 10 divided by 10 is 1. Right? So it exactly is divisible by 10. But you can also find numbers ending with 0 or 5 are divisible by 5. This is the second rule. So divisible by 10 we found. What are all the numbers divisible by 5? Is this number divisible by 5? Yes, this number are all divisible by 5 also. Not only that, these numbers which ends in 5, right? These are also divisible by 5. So either 0 or 5, that means that number is divisible by 5. Trick 2, you have to remember this. If it is divisible by 5, it should end in 0 or 5. Finally, numbers ending with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 are divisible by 2. We are going to find out what are all the numbers that are divisible by 2. Okay, instead of doing the arithmetic, we can very easily find if the last number ends in 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. Then by default we can say what? That number is divisible by 2. Okay, very easy. Like 32 divided by 2 is what? 16, right? 64 divided by 2, 32. 76 divided by 2, 38, like that. So this 28 divided by 2 is 14. So all these numbers whichever ends with the following, okay, 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, we can surely say it is divisible by 2. If a number is divisible by 2 and 5, then it will be divisible by 10. In a way we can say all the numbers that is divisible by 2 and 5, then it will be divisible by 10, right? It has to be divisible by both, because 10 is nothing but what? 2 into 5, right? So if that is what is defined as the another idea, right? Here we have to take it up for discussion. If the number formed by the last 2 digits of a given number is divisible by 4, then that number will be divisible by 4. That is, 44 is divisible by 4. Yeah, 24, is it divisible by 4? Yeah, 24 is divisible by 4 6 times. 34, is it divisible by 4? 4, no, 34 is not divisible by 4. So if the number formed by last 2 digits of a given number is divisible by 4, then the number is divisible. Last 2 we have to think. We cannot take only the last digit. 34 is not divisible by 4, but 24 is divisible by 4. 44 is divisible by 4. But 34 is not. Last 2 digits has to be divisible. Maybe 124 is divisible by, the last 2 digits is divisible by 4. Hence 124 is divisible by 4. If there is a number like 2, 4, 3, 1, 1, 1, 20, 0, 4. If that is the number, right? These last two digits, 0, 4, is divisible by 4. So you don't have to divide and see. Hence all these numbers, this entire number is divisible by 4. Okay, that is the idea. Let us take example 33, right? In this example 33, it states, what are the numbers 216,917 divisible by 4? They are asking whether these numbers are divisible by 4. Let us take each number. 216,907,1788. We have to, per the rule, we remember the last two digits what are 16,0088. The last two digits is 16, and 16 is divisible by 4. Yes, 4 fours are 16. Therefore 216 is divisible by 4. The last two digits of 1900, that is 1900, is 00. Is 00 and 0 is divisible by 4? Yes, it is 0, right? Is everybody divides 0 times. Therefore 1900 is divisible by 4. The final one, 1788, the last two digits is 88. So 88 is it divisible by 4? Yes, 88 is divisible by 4 22 times. Therefore 1788 is divisible by 4. Okay, that's how we come to decide whether the number is divisible by 4 or not. Example 34. They ask whether, we take this example, 1930 is divisible by 4 or not. Solution: the two digits of 1930 is 30. The last two digits is 30. Is 30 divisible by 4? No. 30 is not divisible by 4. 30 by 4, no. 4, the closest number is 4 6 24. The next one is 4 7s are 28. Okay, that is it leaves a reminder 2. So it is not divisible by 4. Therefore 1930 is not divisible by 4. The number formed by the last three digits of a given number is divisible by 8. The number will be divisible by 8. We will take up next video.